We now live in the age of the smart home. If you walk into any new construction listing in my state or any other, you're going to see it. Computerized controls for virtually everything. The refrigerator speaks to your phone, the blinds open on automatic timers based on sunlight, and the thermostat basically is now learning your breathing cycle. It is ultra modern, it's ultra fashionable, and on the surface, it's really impressive. We need to have a real conversation, not a sales pitch from a developer or a home builder, with a grip on the reality of homeownership in the United States today, because we are witnessing a shift, a rebellion against the recent past, and it's starting with what's in your driveway. But let me explain. Look at the auto market over the last decade. Cars became hyper expensive computers. They basically became supercomputers on four wheels. Everything became a touchscreen, everything became a subscription, and for a while, we really loved all of these gadgets. But then came the tech fatigue, the headaches of the software glitch preventing you from actually pushing the button to start your engine, the repair bills that no local mechanic could really ever hope to diagnose. And now the consumer is actually starting to push back. We are seeing a massive surge in people actually selecting older vehicles, not just for the economics, but for the reliability and for the simple truth that they want to actually drive the car. They don't want the car to drive them. Now look, I am nowhere near anti-tech. I'm not saying all tech is evil by any means, and let's seriously give some credit where credit is due first, because some of the tech in these homes today is rather revolutionary. If you own a lake house or a rental, or you're traveling for 3 weeks out of the month, a smart thermostat is really a godsend. Being able to look at your phone while you are in Florida on the beach and see that your furnace died in the middle of a Michigan January can virtually save you thousands in burst pipes. And honestly, guys, having a camera at your front door for some type of remote property, it isn't just cool. It's a vital piece of security these days. And the ability to optimize energy usage by monitoring heat loss in literally real time is not just good for your wallet, but it's good for the structure of the home. There is undeniable value here. Convenience has a total place in the modern home. But as the old saying would go, if the product is free or the convenience is too good, you are the product. And history has a very consistent track record. And the track record now says that data, it never stays private. Let's go back to what I was saying about cars. We now have proof that modern vehicles are actually reporting data. Every brake, every turn, every speeding ticket, they are reporting directly to the insurance companies. They're calling it usage-based insurance. They sell it as a discount for good drivers, but in reality, guys, it's a 24/7 snitch literally living in your dashboard. It is a system designed to find reasons to hike your premiums based on data you didn't even know that you were sharing. Do we really believe that the home market is going to be any different? Your smart home hub is really a data mine. The technology exists right now for your smart appliances to report wear and tear to the cloud, and for your smart water sensors to alert and ensure that you have negligent plumbing and you're not paying attention. Guys, it starts with a discount. Install this system and save 10% on your annual premiums. But once the infrastructure is in place, that discount slowly begins to evaporate and that surveillance remains. We are moving towards a future where your house reports to the insurance carriers things like, hey, the owner left the stove on, the owner failed to lock the deadbolt, claim denied. That is the dark side of the smart home. It is the slow erosion of privacy for the sake of some digital gadgets and convenience. Now, beyond the privacy, we have to talk about repairs. A traditional 1940s craftsman home is built on some physical principles: gravity, lumber, and copper. If the light switch breaks, you buy a new switch. If the toilet leaks, you're buying a new flapper. But in the ultra smart home, everything is proprietary. If the company that made your smart blinds suddenly goes bankrupt in 5 years, who is the tech support that you call? And if the motherboard on your smart fridge shorts out during a power surge from one of these crazy storms, can you still get ice? We are virtually creating homes with expiration dates. We are turning 30-year assets into 5-year electronics, and consumers, they're paying attention and they're starting to feel it. And this is why the tide is turning. We are seeing a growing desire for what I would like to call analog luxury. The older homes that photograph so well, they aren't just beautiful, guys. They're increasingly desirable because they offer something that new construction cannot buy, and that's true independence. An analog home doesn't need a Wi-Fi signal to open the front door. It doesn't require a software update to keep your kitchen lights on, and it's repairable by your local handyman. it is private by default. For those of us in the real estate world, this is a trend we're watching rather closely. The tech fatigue, it's real. In 5 years, will the smart home be viewed as a luxury, or will it be viewed as a burden? Will the next generation of home buyers actually pay a premium for a home that's guaranteed to be disconnected? I'd love to know your thoughts. Leave it in the comments below. We're seeing in the auto market, and the home market is always next, and it follows suit. The value of a house that is simply a house, is it going to skyrocket? So when you look at that new build, guys, enjoy the convenience. Use the smart thermostat to save your pipes from bursting. Enjoy the security cameras on your phone. They're all great tools. But don't let the tools own the asset. Understand that every hub you plug in is going to be a window into your private life. Please stay skeptical, stay aware, and remember that the sturdiest homes don't always have the fastest processors, but they do have the deepest roots. And that is the Mitten grip on the future today, guys. And we're just getting started on this topic. If you're feeling the tech fatigue, or you have actually seen it in the car market and you're starting to see that shift, please drop a comment below. Do you want your house connected, or do you want the peace of mind that comes with an analog wall? Let's get a grip on the future together, guys. Thanks for watching.